let's start from the very, very beginning before we get to this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who are you?
You may remember him from his appearance on Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
ABC Shark Tank.
Chef Big Shake, y'all.
Sean Big Shake.
To Chef Big Shake.
His name is Sean Davis, rejected on national TV.
He didn't have a business. You know, he'll get there.
I hope he really makes it.
I'm out.
What is the one thing that you regret not investing in?
There was a guy, Big Shake, that was on, well, like the first show I was on, and he had frozen shrimp burgers.
What's up, man? How you doing, Zach? What's going on? How you feeling?
So you started learning how to cook at a young age.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, let's fast forward a few years down the road.
Yeah.
You go on Shark Tank.
Yeah, well, let's fast forward. You know, throughout my life, I was always catering, right, doing little things.
Okay.
And I was always creative, right? Always creative and always been an entrepreneur spirit, you know what I'm saying? And Shark Tank was a vehicle for me to showcase that, right?
Yeah.
You know, I had a buddy of mine from New York. He like called me like, I know you need money for that shrimp burger you making, man. I know you need money, man. I was like, yeah, I need some money. He said, don't worry about it. There's a show up here, because it wasn't really airing in Tennessee yet.
Okay.
So I didn't know nothing about the show.
Okay.
And he put the application in for me, and you know, hopefully, like 6 months later, unbeknownst to me, somebody called me, producer, like, listen, you want money for your burger? I was like, yeah, I need some money. You know what I'm saying? They, well, I want you to come on the show. They explained to me the premise of the show and who I'll be pitching my product in front of. And I was like, man, let's do this, man. You know what I'm saying? I need some paper.
There you go.
To get this thing off the ground.
Yeah.
Because, you know, before that, we was just selling to local restaurants around here. You know, I was making them out of my kitchen, in my house, you know, and it took off. I was like, I can't keep up. And my wife was like, yes, you gotta make some money.
So you weren't looking for something big. You were just trying to make ends meet.
Well, at the beginning, I was trying to make ends meet, but you know, my mind was always focused on the bigger picture. So I wanted to be in every single supermarket across the country. Once I found this idea, I was like, this needs to be all over the country. It needs to be all over the world. You know, you start thinking big and dreaming like, yeah, I want to sell this everywhere.
Yeah.
So that was my mindset, right? And I knew I needed capital. Right.
Yep.
I knew I needed capital, and I couldn't find capital. You know, my parents ain't rich, and I couldn't go to family members. I ain't got no rich family members, so I had to go. Best option was what he did for me. It's a blessing to this day what he did for me. But you know, I got on the show, and you know, they loved the product, they loved the taste of the product, but they just had no grocery foundation. I don't know, because it was very early in the Shark Tank. I think it was like the second season. They had no grocery experience yet, but if they could have said, I hate the product, and that could have been the end for me, right? But they all loved it, and they kind of catapulted from there.
Okay. And so you didn't actually win that particular season of Shark Tank.
Correct, no.
So the average person will go back and say, forget it, and go into something else.
Yeah.
You still push forward.
I wasn't playing no games, man. I had nothing to lose, brother. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my whole, I've been an entrepreneur since I've been a kid. You know
Clearly,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
I went to school when I was selling food out my house. You know what I'm saying? So that never stopped me from doing anything. But, you know, I can tell you that I kept forging ahead. When I got off the show after they finished taping, they was like, how do you feel? Like, man, how do I feel?
Yeah.
I didn't get no money, you know what I'm saying? So I went back home and started hustling and started making burgers and calling. I was calling every grocery store in the country before I got on there. I was calling every grocery store after I got on there, right?
Yeah.
But the day it aired, that night it aired, that's what changed the game.
Okay, so wait. I don't remember this part of the story.
Yeah. So
now, how did that change?
So the day that show aired, I started getting calls from investors. Like literally, like back-to-back call. I was working at a collection company out in Goodlettsville somewhere.
For real?
And they're like, yo, this is blah, blah, blah. You know, we got, you know, I have some financial assistance for you. You know, I love your product. I see you on the show. I was like, okay. You know, I got another call and another call. And finally, we kind of just sat down more. I was like, okay, let's get all these people together. And let's figure out, you know, kind of deal the offer. And then some of them full of crap, and some of them, you know, were definitely legitimate. And we sat down and said, okay, let's go with this dude. And that changed the game. It changed that mind.
So what was next after that? You opened up your own restaurant, or did you?
What was next after that? Well, you know, I live in Franklin, right? I love fried chicken. I'm a fried chicken fanatic. And I love fried fish. And, you know, I couldn't get it here in Franklin. So we always had to go downtown somewhere, you know, on the weekend.
You got to go to where we are.
Yeah, basically. And I was like, you know, I'm tired of that. So I was like, let's book a spot in Franklin. So we found a spot that was like literally like 1,000 square feet. Only had 7 tables in it. And cost us $1,000 a month. It was horrific interior, so it took me like 4 or 5 months by myself in there, just really ripping things apart with hazmat suits on and everything.
Right.
To make it presentable to the public. And, you know, the first day we opened, I said to my wife, you know, if I just get one customer here that likes the food, I'm cool. We're happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the community showed up. You know, the community showed up. Franklin showed up for us. And it was just like, it was one of those days you just sit back like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Because it was a, you know, my eyes welling up. I was like, yo, this is insane.
Yeah.
And it was me getting back into the restaurant industry, right? Because before I tried it, I was like, I'm not going back to this again. I'm not sitting in the kitchen hustling. You know, I'm done with that. I did that when I was younger. But when that day came up, people lined up around the block. I was like, I got the bug again. This is it.
Yes.
It's back in.
So what about that young person who messed up in the past? What if they were that guy that sold drugs, that participated in something that they should not have done, maybe even served time?
Yeah.
But they're out here now thinking that there's still no way. Is it possible?
Listen, when I was a teenager, you know, even though I was in the kitchen, I caught charges. Right? I've been in the system, right?
Yeah.
I caught gun charge, I had drug charge. I was a kid.
Okay.
Not as an adult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know what that looks like. I know what those kids are after. I know what they're facing. I know exactly how they feel when they go get denied for a job because they got a felony record.
Yeah.
Right? I take, if you have a felony, you're still working. I don't care.
Wait. You still hiring people with felonies?
Come on, man. I got no choice. I'll be the sucker, right? I'll be the idiot. I'll be the fool that's just sitting out here with my head in the sand, not realizing what's really going on and how somebody can not provide for their family because they have a felony. They can't work for McDonald's and expect their wife to get a mortgage.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Not going to happen.
No. So, you know, I wanted to change that narrative.
Yeah.
Make sure I provide jobs for individuals who had a past, who messed up, who had a mistake in their life. You know, and they come to this door every day.
Yeah.
You know, every day.
Every day, man.
You know, and that's what it's about, man. I have to do my part.
I know this ain't a time to be preaching, but that's kingdom, man.
Yeah.
That's when you can sit there and love people in spite of their mistakes.
Of course.
So to me, that's kingdom business.
Of course.
And I appreciate you for doing that.
Yeah, man. It's, you know, listen, man. I have to do my part, man. I was raised in a loving environment.
Yeah.
And I know what a loving environment can do.
Yeah.
And I know what a loving environment can't do.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So it's easy for an individual to turn the other way and like, I'm not gonna hire that person. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know if he's gonna steal from me. I don't know if he's gonna rob from me. People who are there in front of you looking for a job, they need a job.
They need a job.
They need a job. They're not there to do anything else but work.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about everybody. I'll say about 90% of the guys who came to this door, they came here and gave me a honest day's work. And I gave them honest day's pay.
There you go. And that's all you can ask for.
And women, excuse me. Not guys and girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they did an honest day's work and I gave them honest day's pay. I don't care what background you had.
Man, I posted on my Instagram this morning something. It was a picture and it had a full line of people in the critic line. Mm-hmm. And then half of the next line was people who were talkers.
Yeah.
But then in the third line was doers and there was nobody in that line.
Yeah.
And I asked the question, I said, which line do you fall in?
Mm-hmm.
You fall in I'm a talker as far as I'm gonna talk about it,
Correct.
but I'm gonna be in a doer line.
Correct.
You came out here and you made it happen.
Correct.
So the people who are watching right now, what are two things that you would say you need to focus on that really helped you get from where you were to where you are now and to where you are going?
Correct. Listen, I think you have to have a dream.
Oh, that's good.
You got to have a dream.
That's good.
And you got to be willing to put in work. You got to be willing to wake up when everybody else is asleep. You got to have drive. And you got to have a dream. You got a dream and a drive, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. But once you take your foot off the gas, somebody else is jumping in your spot.
Ooh, that's good. You gave us 2 Ds, dream and drive.
That's it.
And if you take your foot off of the gas, somebody's going to drive the vehicle that you should have been driving.
Somebody's going to pass you.
And they're going to get to the destination that you want to get to.
Absolutely. And don't be upset when they do. Just know that you got to get back on that horse and ride again.
Man.
You know, over the years, I came from the mindset, you wake up when everybody else is asleep. You leave when everybody else already left the business. And you'll move up.
Wow.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You always taught me to be the first one in and last one out. And I can tell you that is a true plan of success. If you're trying to be in that type of environment,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
You're trying to go forward in that type of environment. But if you want to do it on your own, be an entrepreneur, you got to do twice as hard. You got to be twice as eager to succeed.
You came out here and you made it happen.
Correct.
And because of that, your family's eating, you got kids in college, you know, and they're going to be successful. And I just wanted to commend you, man. When I heard your story, I was like, I got to come here and holler at this brother.
Thank you
And I'm trying to do more stuff with you because
Thank you.
as a minority and just in general, like to see you successful
Yes.
when some people think that you should not be
Of
successful.
course.
You fought through all the odds, through all the obstacles, and you make the best chicken and waffles
Man, come on,
in
man.
this side of the
Thank you.
planet.
Thank
And
you.
I'm like, man, I come here once a week,
Thank you.
and I'm like, man, them chicken and waffles. Hey, thank you so much, man,
Thank
for the
you.
convo.
Thank you for
I know the
having me.
restaurant's about to open. We
Yeah.
want to get out your way
Yeah.
and serve the great people. But thank you for your heart. Thank you for your drive and your passion. And I look forward to doing some more stuff with you,
Hey,
man.
man, you're a good dude, man. Thank
Appreciate
so
you,
much.
man. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
You haven't tried the shrimp burger yet, have you?
Haven't.
You gotta try it.
It's all I get now. Besides that time I had the chicken and waffles with you, but